Everyone's dressed to the nines, looking good, ready for some categories to be popping up, and maybe my name will show up as the winner.
It's time to present our second award. This is Entrepreneur. This is a big one. As a fellow entrepreneur, I'm looking at this list and I am impressed. Hush hush please for this one. Cormac Gray.
Alright, sweet. That's all the questions that we've got. So what we've got next is probably something that I'm the most excited for, which is we're gonna go to one of our long-term clients, BYDEE, and see Dessy. In May of 2019, I started working with her, and a year and like 8-9 months later, we're finally getting to meet in person. So we started together as I was a one-man army, she was a one-woman army, and now she manages a team of 12, I manage a team of 12. She was like one of my first clients. And the growth that she's seen over the years of working together is astronomical. So we finally today get to go see Dessy, see her team, see her office, see this massive business that she's built, and we're gonna take you guys along for that ride. So I'm so excited. That's gonna be coming up next. Okay, so we're vlogging on TikTok as well as vlogging on YouTube. So we want to make sure that we get all the right shots, and we didn't film the girl hand the flowers to us. So we're going to go back, ask her to hand it to us again, and then see what she says. She'll probably think I'm a fucking weirdo, but for the TikTok, you know. We're shooting a video and we didn't capture someone handing the flowers to us. Could you hand them to me again? I know that's super weird. All right.
Just here?
Just here, and then I just take them. Perfect. Cool?
Is that okay?
And you can hand them to me? Very good. Well done. Well done. Thank you so much. Perfect.
We can
Hey, how's it going? Oh,
King straight out.
how's it going?
Hey guys, how are you?
This is Mark and Christy. Great to see ya.
To meet you in person.
Isn't it crazy? These are for you.
Hi. Thank you. Do you want a tour?
100%.
Hey.
Let's see it around.
Guys, the grand tour. So this is our sitting area. This is our meeting table / lunch table.
Beauty.
Section.
Jeez. Pick and packing, eh?
Yeah, this is where we work.
Because we're always in the back end, right?
Yes.
So like we never actually get to see this kind
I
of.
know, to see the operations.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we had all smaller boxes, but we've recently just upgraded to bigger boxes, and we're stop. Yes.
It's amazing. It's so incredible just to like see it.
See it? Yeah.
It's amazing.
And then we've got our little gratitude wall.
We're gonna steal that
and this is
idea.
our little lunch, I guess, area back here.
Unreal. Oh wow.
Look,
Oh my goodness.
this is fun.
This is incredible.
Yes.
When it was like, because May 2019, that's when like we first started
Yes.
talking to each other. I think,
Everything was at my mum's house.
yeah,
Yeah, in her spare room, and I worked,
just there.
on one desk. Yeah.
And like back then, was this like the dream to have it laid out exactly like this? 'Cause
Yes, exactly the dream. Which I feel like, I wanted like my own little design area, and this was the dream.
it's just fantastic. I mean, honest to God, I'm so impressed. Oh, it's so impressive.
Yeah, so they're working now. Mia's cutting out the night bralettes.
I did Cormac in year 12. You want me to jump in anytime?
We're looking for another seller.
I'll fly up and down.
Desk.
Yeah. We're here at the BYDEE headquarters. I'm of course with Dessy, who is the director and founder,
Yes.
and the designer.
Creative director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is incredible, and it's just incredible to be here.
Yeah.
Honest to God.
Thank you so much. We're so happy you're here.
Yeah. A year and 9 months as a partnership, and we have just met each other today.
Just met each other in person.
So it's crazy, but
I feel like we had met though. It was just virtual.
yeah, it was all virtual.
We felt like we'd met.
Zoom meetings,
Yeah.
and finally had a lovely lunch, met the team, and I mean, like, to see, I think, the growth, especially from when we first talked, when you were a one-woman army, to now, and that is just like incredible.
Yeah, it's been a journey. It's been crazy. It's
Yeah.
been good to have you part of it.
Yeah, of course. How was that whole journey, and what were some of the, because we were doing a big Q&A literally this morning about how I got to the 30 under 30 thing, and what were the steps that I took to get here? What was the starting point for you, and how did it kind of get to this stage, do you think?
Yeah,
Big
starting
question.
point would have been like, I guess, making everything as like a hobby.
Yeah.
Then doing the markets and seeing that people were actually interested and engaging with the product and actually wanted to buy it, which I think when you make something for the start, you're like, oh, people actually like this. So
100%.
I think getting that initial validation was fantastic. And then, I guess moving forward, it's really just been about continuing to do what I love, but also growing a team to support the journey and support the brand and make everything possible. Because I wouldn't be doing this without a team.
Yeah, 100%. Team's everything.
Yeah, everything.
We wouldn't be here without these two starting,
Yeah.
and then kind of getting everybody else to help carry the weight.
Yes.
The markets is interesting because the amount of brands that come onto us and they go, started in the markets. Like, how did that come about? And was that was the first step for you? Yeah,
markets was the first step. I think markets is fantastic for anyone who is has a product and isn't sure how a customer or how it's going to be viewed, because it's almost like, I feel like with an online store, customers buy something but you never actually get feedback or you never actually see their responses. So I remember doing the markets, it was so interesting to see how people actually interacted with the product, like see what their eye went to first, but then sometimes they would go to something first, but then they would end up buying something else. And so, it taught me things on, like, even now in marketing, like for example at the markets, I would always put, like, because Intimates was quite popular at the markets, I'd always put like a really showy, amazing, intricate bralette at the front, and that would draw people in, but often that actually wouldn't really sell. It would just be the initial draw in, and then you buy something perhaps more simpler. That made them stop. And so I guess with marketing as well, sometimes we have these amazing campaign images that it's not always the best selling product, but the image draws people into the brand, they end up buying something else. So it was really great to see the correlation between markets and then now the online web platform. But markets was just huge for us. And then as well, getting direct feedback from customers in terms of, thinking like, oh, should I put adjustable straps on this? And you would have 4 girls try it on and say, oh, I just wish it had adjustable straps. And you'd be like, okay, instant validation that adjustable straps is going to sell this product even more. And just seeing it on different women's bodies. Also seeing how, like, I guess as women, it's really interesting how, when you put something on, it's all about how you feel. And so being able to see that firsthand at the market, you'd see someone put something on and perhaps they would be like adjusting it. You're like, okay, you're not quite comfortable with that style, let's go for a different style. And being able to offer that service was like, it was so amazing.
You're forever learning.
In that. Forever learning. And so it was like so eye-opening, and like the brand was really like, I guess almost built by the customer, because it was like direct feedback constantly that I was taking on board and applying to new products.
What was that shift like then? Because obviously now it's purely through Shopify that you're running this incredible business at. When did that kind of shift happen? How was that transition out of the markets, and what was like that next stage for you?
So transition out of the markets was really hard because I loved the markets, but I knew that I couldn't do both and give it 100%, because I did try and do the hire people and do the markets, but it just was never the same, because I was the brand and I was so passionate about it, and it was really hard to find someone who would do the same at a market stall. And I think a lot of my customers and I become friends with her over the years, so they were coming to see me and support me, and they were like supporting my journey, and now they've transitioned to being online customers, which is amazing. But the transition was really hard, and it was really just a leap of faith, because I guess from a financial perspective, at the stage I was making the same amount of money at the markets and the same amount of money online, and I had to pick. And then I just decided to take a cut and just go for the online journey. And you know, it ended up paying off, but it was really scary at the time because, you know, you have contracts at the markets. I had to give up spaces. Like I wasn't like I could just go back next week. A lot of it was I was locked into certain space every week, and if I wasn't going there, I couldn't go back. It was a process to then get back into it.
And that's cutting revenue as well. So
cut revenue. So it was, you know, a loss for a little bit until it then became a gain, and a huge gain, but it had to take that leap to make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
I think Instagram's an amazing tool where you can still connect with your customer.
Yeah.
And then the other thing as well is we're constantly looking at ways to increase customer experience.
Yeah, which is massive. And then you've put a lot of, I just know from obviously working with you that even seeing the team here, that it's been literally a department that's been created purely for that.
Yes, we have,
awesome.
Literally our customer service team, which is almost like the customer experience team, and they go so above and beyond to make sure that our customers are having the best possible online experience. And I think I've spoken about this before, and you would know, like, it goes beyond a product. It goes from like initial finding the brand on Instagram to searching through the web page to then having interaction with customers, like support, to then actually receiving the product is really actually the final step. But you have to nail everything before that.
That's such an interesting point, because we have obviously a lot of people that pay attention to my socials on YouTube, starting e-commerce, building a brand, but they fall into this trap of, I can create a cool shirt or I can create this, but there's no meaning behind it, or there's no like message, or there's a bunch of things or factors or key things that just aren't there. I know with BYDEE, it's like your content so on point, the array and diversity within the models that you use, everything the brand stands for is, you know, so I guess just away from that mindset of it just looks good. Yeah. Like, that was big importance?
I think, you know, in the last few years I've learned that BYDEE, it's only 20% product. The rest is everything, is content, is customer experience, is like customer service, is the website, it's everything else. And I think anyone who's in the mindset that they're creating a brand, a brand and a product are two different things. Yeah. So I think that's so important that people know that, like, yes, a product supports the brand, but you have to have a brand first. And
1000%.
People are buying the brand, they're not necessarily buying the product. Like, people buy into BYDEE, yes, they love the bikinis, but they buy into the brand, not just like a bikini. Yeah,
1000%.
Yeah.
What stage were you at when we first got on that call? Were you still at the markets?
Still at the markets.
Yeah, okay.
And so when we got on that call, I was still at the markets. I did my last market stall in July 2019. We got on the call in May. So I was in that stage of making the decision to go online, to pursue online, and so that's why we were having that call.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because I did a little intro, I was like, all right, we're gonna go over to see Dessy, finally meet her and the team, and it was crazy because, you were a one-woman army, I was a one-man army, and I think that whole growth was like almost side by side. Yeah. Like team and everything like that, it was crazy. And then like to come in here and like honestly see everything that you've achieved, I mean, like we've already talked about it, but it is truly inspiring.
Thank you. Yeah, I think we're so great. I'm so grateful, and I'm grateful for everyone that's been part of the journey, including Top Tier, including my team, because like we said earlier, it wouldn't have been possible without everyone coming in along the way.
Yeah, it's fantastic. All right, we'll leave it at that. That's our short little interview. And when are you going to apply for 30 Under 30 next? Next year.
Maybe next year.
Next year. Unreal.
Thank you so much.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
Swipe. Just picked up some bands. Come again. They do what I do. I'm like Simon says. Yeah, I'm the running man. Rapping rubber bands. They do what I do. I'm like Simon says. They do what I do. I'm like Simon says. Swerving, making plays. Cool Ferrari red. Never out my zone. Touchdown in my hands. Only fam around me. I can't have no friends. Had to cut you off. You left me out for dead. Ever since I was a teen, had prices on my...
All right, we literally just wrapped up our visit to BYDEE's office, and man, like the feeling walking into that place, even when we were sitting down doing that interview, I was just sitting there looking at Dessy like, fuck, like a year and like 9 months ago we started working together. It's honestly insane. That was such a privilege to go in there, such a privilege to see everything that she's built. She's done such a phenomenal job, such an inspiration. So what's on now? What are we doing now? Getting ready for the event. Yeah, suit up. We gotta go get our suits. We got them pressed before. Very fancy. And yeah, then we'll be off to the event later on. Very excited.
Get my pop on, yeah, I get my bop on. If she needs some good, tell her she can hop on. She know I'm the top dog, I know she a hot one. Balenci's on the feet, and you know I got the socks on. She said with my hot sauce, she ain't with no knockoff. See them, we gon' pop off. Uber getting dropped off, kicking in the door, we ain't knock on it. Ice on your beat, then you know it got the bop to it. Running up the streams like the stock market. They ain't with no beef, tell them stop talking. Rock a goatee like I'm Hulk Hogan. Put on R&B, then I hit her with the slow stroking. Ooh. Then I told her she could hop on it, bop on. Yeah,
alright, there's literally like 1,000,001 people walking through this joint. It's crazy. Like, have a look at the landscape around this place. Everyone's dressed to the nines, looking good, ready for some categories to be popping up, and maybe my name will show up as the winner.
It's time to present our second award. This is Entrepreneur. This is a big one. As a fellow entrepreneur, I'm looking at this list and I'm impressed. The finalists are Clarissa Harris from True Tribe, Cormac Gray, Top Tier Marketing, Jonathan Henshaw, Rival Media, Luke Corse, Gork Outdoor, and we also got Luke Smith from Simply Converting, Matt Travers, Sunny Digital, Megan Pastetto, So Dramatic Media, Shane Allenson, Public Address, Steph Taylor, StephTaylor.co, and Ziran Erasmus from Boxer. Here we go. The winners, there's 3 of them for the entrepreneur category are, hush hush please for this one, Cormac Gray.
Come here, baby!
Jonathan Henshaw, Media. And Ziran Erasmus at Boxer.
We've learned enough. Alright, we fucking took home the win. Honestly, such a proud moment. Couldn't have done it without the 2 of these guys here, Mark and Christy, honestly. Thank you so much. What an incredible fucking video. We're gonna enjoy the rest of this night. Fuck, who knew we'd be here? Who fucking knew we'd be here? I'm so excited, so thrilled we caught all of it on camera as well. See you in the next video.